So, no, I wasn't sitting down with a couple of friends and we had this conversation. Actually, ran into this. Very interesting stuff here, Mike. So, heard the story about a newly wedded couple.
With your friends?
No, they're not my friends. But they decided that, well, one party decides that, hey, I don't think I want to have kids. I just want to adopt because I do not want to ruin my looks, is what she said. And, well, they're okay with it. So that's what they're doing. But it brought the question as to whether, what's the right time or reason to actually adopt. I don't have any particular position on this, but I just wanted to know what you guys think.
I've actually thought about it. I've thought about adoption many times because I had the opportunity to visit a motherless baby's home some time back, and there's some children out there that just need love. And I feel like I have a lot of love to give a child, right? I have a lot of love to give a child, but what about those children that don't even have any, you know, at all? So, yeah, it would be like paying it forward, giving a child an opportunity to learn from me, to be a part of my world. I like that.
Well, that's a good, that's all right. But for the sake of looks is the point.
So that's the thing. It's relative. Looks might be very important to her. I have a friend who said that she wants surrogacy because she doesn't want to mess up her body, and it's valid. I mean, if it's valid to her, then it's fine. Like to you now, it doesn't make any sense, but to the individual, it makes sense. But it's always imperative that you have this kind of conversations before you get married, so that your husband doesn't start to resent you. That's so, you know, I'll carry my pikin.
Oh, wow.
You want me to? Because some people still feel like, I don't want to adopt, I want to have my own. And then, speaking about time for adoption, I did have a conversation with an older couple who I kind of grew up with, and then grew up in the same environment with, rather. And then at 60, the husband was like, oh, I think we should adopt because all our kids are gone. And then we just need someone around. So they adopted a 5-year-old, and then the child, by now, I don't even think, now it's like the child is like their 8th child. Do you get? So the child just grew up as theirs. So some people might want to give all that love.
Do you know Oyi?
Wow.
Because you're telling his story.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It does make sense. And different strokes for different folks, man. Well, it depends on what works for you. When you're adopting, you're giving love. You are saving somebody out there. So, you know, for whatever reason, like you said, which is very pertinent there, that you have to discuss it with the couple, with your partner. You know, some people just decide they don't. There are also couples that say, we don't want to have kids. We didn't want to adopt. We want to be cool. I mean, there's a time China will even pay you for having less than just one, and then if you don't even want to have. So it depends on what works for you.
I actually heard of a particular guy who said he didn't want his wife to go through that. He wanted to always see her the same way he saw her when he met her. And he believed that her having a child was going to change that viewpoint. That was his belief, and he didn't want her to carry a child. You know, he wanted a child, but he didn't want her to carry it. Then there are other, you know, things that women are concerned about when it comes to childbirth. You know, that particular area, and it's
just go for
how
CS,
consistent it is.
Yeah, elective CS is something that people are doing
Somebody,
right now.
There's a lot of myths around it.
There was someone I was talking to, another leader. She said, look, man, she wish she had known about surrogacy much earlier. She had like 10 kids.
No.
She was laughing about it, but I know that she meant it. I know, because the kind of person she is, she always has to be like, just have like 10 kids. Drop.
In this case, I was telling, by the way, did I tell that it wasn't a conversation they had before?
You see?
But I was very, very impressed when I heard that the gentleman actually was like, okay, you know, no wahala, because it's not every couple, especially, it's not every man that would actually.
Oh, they didn't decide. They didn't talk about it before they got married.
So for me, it felt like as if it was a small betrayal on the part of.
It wasn't small. It was big.
It was, quite frankly.
It was big. It was
part
big.
of the
because that alone, that's for some marriages, that'll be the end.
That's a deal breaker.
That'll be the end.
Because you don't know how you've
smaller things have.
I can't wait to have my own kid or be in the hospital when the baby comes out. I'm carrying my baby, and then just say you want to adopt.
The question now is, what makes your own child? And that's a decision that you have to make.
Yes, indeed. Hey, we'd like to know what you think. If you can leave us a comment on any of our handles, social media handles, just do that. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let's continue the conversation. We'd like to know what you think, okay? Are we doing a break now?
Yes, we are.
All right. Bye.